claps.
Happy Monday, T-Squad. It's your girl Keisha, aka Color Me Pynk, and I'm here with this week's All Tea All Shade Basketball Wives Season 10, Episode 18 review. I drop videos Monday through Sunday. Everything that I say is for entertainment purposes only, meaning my jokes. So if that works for you, let's get into this video. But before I do, I want to remind you guys that tomorrow at 6 p.m. Central Time will be a new episode of Tea Party featuring me and my co-host Sheridan. We'll be discussing mob wives and the feud between Drita and Karen. You do not want to miss it. It is so good. Then Wednesday, I will be dropping our Fashion Killer 2023 Oscars red carpet review video featuring me and my other co-host, Sharita. And then later on this week, on Saturday at 6 p.m. Central Time, I will be dropping my home tour video showing you some of the rooms that are currently finished in my home. So stick around this week and make sure you guys tune in. Now let's get into this video. The episode kicks off right where we left off last week with Duffey and Brandi getting into it. And Duffey apologizes for bringing up Jason's name. Brandi was like, but you said I belittled Jason. You also lied about that. Like, she just is unwilling to let it go and just hear her friend out and understand where she's coming from. And Duffey was like, that was a dig to you. Brandi says, you act as if my husband is a punk. And like, girl, ain't nobody said that. Ain't nobody said that at all. We know your husband ain't a punk because he gets to do whatever he want to do when you let him. So he ain't no punk. He ain't scared at all. So Jennifer jumps in, was like, did you hear that she just apologized? Brandi says, yeah. Jennifer was like, and then you still went in. So it seems like they cut something out because even Duffey was like, she said something to the effect of like, did y'all hear her? Or like, I can't believe she said that. Like Brandi said something slick, but they cut it out. So Brandi was like, I sure did. Well, I apologize for going in. And it's just like, oh, she is just so nasty. Ugh. Like, she needs to be over there with Tasha and Mama G, child. So she was like, I love you, but I'm telling you this, Duffey, you are going to go to therapy. Who's ever gonna help you listen and to understand? And she talking to her like she is in the slow class and riding on a yellow bus with a helmet. And it's like, girl, who are you talking to like that? Like, you're not my mama. You're not going to scold me and talk to me like I'm dense and dumb. So Duffey in her confession was like, I feel she's crossing the line talking about my therapy. I confided in her. You don't think they're going to throw that in your face during an argument? And especially with somebody that you've been close friends with, known for 20 something years, you don't think that that person will play you like that. But Brandi is an unhappy person who's unhappy with her life, and the anger that she should have been taking out on Jason, she takes out on everybody else. And she ain't got no problems cutting a chick off for angering her or saying something she don't like or disagreeing with her, but yet and still she's sitting up there sleeping with the enemy, laying next to the man that done said he done slept with over 100 women while he been with you. Make it make sense, girl. Make it make sense. He says to her, the way you're talking to me and the things you're saying is not making me feel very good right now. Brandi, oh, girl, okay. How about this? How about I just won't say nothing else to you? And it's like, okay, girl, you ain't hurting my feelings because you're losing a good friend because you don't know how to communicate and talk to folks. Meanwhile, you trying to tell me I'm the problem. And I feel like Duffey communicated herself so well in this instant because she could have blew up. She could have went there, cussed her out, fought her, all that ignorant stuff. But she literally was trying to like talk calmly, not be, you know, snippy or snappy or talk with an attitude or roll her neck. Like, she was literally trying to get this girl to understand, like, you've hurt my feelings. And let's be clear. You started this, Brandi. You started this, but yet and still, you got an attitude. Once again, 1 + 1 ain't adding up to 2, love. Angel Brinks is back after having her son with Rockstar from Love and Hip Hop. What is that? Hollywood. And they're in her closet talking, and he just brings up the fact that he wants them to have some us time, for them to go out, have a good time, get back to how they were before the baby came. And she talks about how she's stressed out about getting work done, and she just got so much on her plate, and she's like super overwhelmed. And Rockstar was like, you know, I told you to take time off after you had the baby and not go back to work so soon. But it was basically like a situation where she didn't want to listen. He was like, but you have been a little moody. So she starts to cry, and he hugs her and everything. And Angel in her confessional says talking to Rockstar isn't hard. It's getting him to understand how I'm feeling inside. I don't think he wants to recognize there's a problem. There's a lot of time I feel like giving up. And in her confessional, she gets emotional again and starts to cry. So it seems to me like she's suffering from postpartum depression. And she's stressed out and overwhelmed with work, because it's a situation where I need to be home with my baby. I need to be present for my children. I need to be present for my man. But yet and still, I have this booming business where I'm styling these celebrities and stuff for their tours. And I don't want to slow down, because if I do, they're just going to go to the next person, and then my business is going to go kaput. So I understand her feelings. Like, that's a lot to carry on one person's shoulders. And Angel has already been through so much, you know what I'm saying, that I can only imagine what she's going through with all of this. But it's just so prevalent that she go get help. Then calls British on FaceTime and mentions LA Fashion Week. She wants to go there and get inspiration, because she wants to put together a hair fashion show to not debut, but show her hairline that she has coming out. And she lets her know that she got them VIP tickets to the fashion shows. And she asks British, is she gonna come? Because when she mentioned it to the girls at the fitness class, British kind of made a face. And basically we just find out that British is embarrassed to have an ankle monitor. She don't want people to look at her crazy and think she's like this big criminal or nothing like that. Think she Jeffrey Dahmer or the Unabomber. And it's just like, girl, don't nobody think that of you. No, you don't want people to know you for the scam artist that you are, allegedly. But it ain't really alleged. But yeah, like that's the real true tea. And you should be embarrassed. You really honestly should, because from the things that I've read and heard and seen in the news and all of that, you have done people so dirty, and you need to be embarrassed. You really honestly should be. So Jackie has jumped into real estate, and her real estate license test is coming up. So she invites Jen over to one of the properties to just, practice on her with showing a house. And she does fairly well, except for some of the creepy stuff that she talks about, like hiding bodies in a closet and all this type of weird stuff that Jackie do. But other than that, she really did a good job. So after that, they sit down and they talk about LA Fashion Week. And it's a weird conversation, because Jackie just jumps up talking, I've done Fashion Week several times, and I presented couture, and everybody gave me a standing ovation. And it's just like, like, what you talking about and where they came from? And this ain't about you. Like, what is going on? The conversation was so weird that even Jennifer was confused by it all. Brooke visits Brandi at her crib, and they end up FaceTiming Jackie to ask her, did she fall asleep at the fitness class? And Jackie was like, no, I wasn't falling asleep. I was praying. I closed my eyes to pray because I wanted them to work it out. And it's like, Jackie, girl, we know you was over there dozing off, honey, because that liquor had kicked into that system, child. So Jackie ends up bringing up what happened between Brandi and Duffey, and Brandi don't want to talk about it. They get off the phone with Jackie, and Brooke was like, I'm not trying to, play mediator or anything like Jackie, or butt my nose in where it's not wanted. But like, I think that y'all should talk. And Brandi was like, I do have a short fuse, and I'm working on that. But if I'm talking and you cut me off, that is a trigger for me. And in her confessional, she says, I think Duffey gets a high at getting people excited. And so Brooke was like, I feel like y'all just need to sit and talk. But I'm like, girl, you sitting up here talking about you got triggers and you feel like she's antagonizing you on purpose. But once again, we've seen her be nothing but respectful and try to communicate openly and honestly with you. And you shut her down, devalue her feelings. You talk over her. You want her to basically bow down to you and not have anything to say about your behavior, and basically just take it. Like, I know you shaped like Big D from Friday, but you ain't Big D. Like, who you think you are, girl? Your big ass. Then see British go visit Angel at her store because she wants her to come up with an outfit for her to wear to Fashion Week so her ankle monitor won't show. They embrace each other. They're so happy to see each other. And she shows Angel the ankle monitor. Angel is shocked because she didn't know any of this was going on. But girl, I knew you know. So they sit down and Angel tells her how she's been really emotional and crying all the time and how she thinks that she might have postpartum. And British says that, you know, she's had it before. She fully understands where she's coming from with the situation and that she really needs to go get evaluated to see if she does have postpartum so she can get help taking care of the situation. And I'm glad that, you know, Angel has somebody that's gone through it to talk to and bounce things off of, because once you're able to connect to somebody on a level where other people really can truly understand and give you advice, it makes a world of difference, because you basically are out here feeling alone, like you're crazy, like you're losing your mind, like it's something wrong with me, am I acting overboard? Like, it's a lot. Jennifer in her fabulous oversized red shades and her little cute outfit go to visit the fashion designer or coordinator, I forgot what the lady did, at LA Fashion Week before the show begins, because the lady is allowing her to, you know, check out the vibes, see how things is rolling and moving and all of that. And she asks Jennifer if she wants to walk in the show, and she like, what? But okay, I'll do it. So she's super excited. So she ends up running into Jackie. They sit down and have a conversation. And Jackie was like, how was your meeting? And Jen was like, it was good. It's just so much to, you know, handle. And Jackie was like, oh, I know, you know, I've done so many fashion shows. I could have helped you. And there it is. Jackie feels some type of way, and her feelings are hurt because Jen didn't come to her asking her for help with her hair fashion show. And it's just like, instead of being passive aggressive and acting like you really could care less about her endeavors, even though you're pretending like you do, like, how hard is it at your big grown age just to say, hey, you know that this is something that I enjoy, that I do. I would have wished that you would have felt comfortable enough to come to me to ask me for help, because I'm ready, willing, and able to do so. How hard is that for you to do, love? Instead of acting a donkey. So Jackie was like, I'm glad you're getting it from them, because this is like lower level and I did couture. And Jennifer sitting there like, I know this lady is not sitting up here putting down these folks talking about what they did is lower level. And especially coming from Jackie Christie, who don't wear nothing but cotton. The other girls arrive. They're all sitting down. Duffey and Brandi haven't spoken since Brooke's fitness class. Duffey says to Jen, have you learned anything yet? And Jen goes on to talk about, you know, the day and everything, you know, that the lady helped her with. And Jackie cuts in and says, I just need a drink. And she's just, like I said, once again, like brushing what Jen got going on off, and like trying to put the focus on her. While they're sitting there, Jackie is being funny, being overly enthusiastic about the fashion shows and everything. She just acting way too hype. And Jen was like, you know, I have a surprise for y'all. I'm about to walk in one of the shows. When she says this is when Jackie's getting out of her seat to grab her stuff so they can go head to the show. I honestly don't think that Jackie heard her. I really honestly don't, because Jackie was drunk. Jackie was drunk, in her feelings, in her own world, and buzzed and on one. I really don't think that she heard her. So the girls go and take their seats because the show is about to start. And Jen says to Jackie, I'm going to go. And then she says, I'm just going to surprise you guys. Because I guess she didn't want to tell them which show she was going to be in. But Jackie is not picking up on what she's talking about. Like, Jackie is in a whole nother world. She is on planet Mars, child. So, or planet Krypton. I don't know. So the show begins and Jackie is lit. She, woo, and yes, and just over the top doing team too much. I would have moved. I would have moved my chair. I would not have wanted to be in the same section as her. So Brooke was like, I got to get a video of Jen when she walks out. And Jackie was like, huh? She was like, yeah, she in one of the shows. And Jackie was like, if Jen walks down this way, I'm going to lose my mother effing mind. And if Jen walked down that stage, I'm getting up there too. She told y'all and didn't tell me. So like now she really in her feelings and then put it in her head to think that Jen being funny and told the girl something that she didn't tell her. She already didn't ask the girl for no help. So now Jackie is spiraling. Jackie is spiraling because y'all know since this show began, Basketball Wives LA, Jackie has always been like an outsider trying to fit in with the cool young girls, and she's the oldest one. And it's always a thing where she's trying to prove herself like she can hang with them. So I think that she thinks that they're trying, or not there, like Jen is, you know, Xing her out and not telling herself, which is so not the case. So then Jen comes out. And you can tell that none of this is scripted because the only thing that she has on new is this fur jacket. She still got on her outfit from what she had on earlier in that day, still got on her same glasses. So you can tell this was a last minute thing where the girl asked her to be in the show. Well, she comes out strutting and Jackie was like, oh. She get up and start strutting too. And everybody just looking at her like, what is going on? People are laughing and cheering because they like, what is going on? They know the cameras is rolling and Jackie is acting a donkey and being Jackie. So Jen walks off the stage and she goes back and sit down and was like, I told you I was going to do it. I had to do it. I told you I was going to do it. Jen rejoins the girls and Jackie was like, they told me you were walking. And I said, if Jen walk out, I'm walking with her. And she was like, I thought I saw somebody walking on the side or whatever. So Brooke was like, girl, she was there when you said it. And Jackie was like, I was asleep. I was thinking about Doug and that. And I said, I never want to think or envision in my brain Doug and his pencil penis ever in life. Gross. Girls then go back and sit where they were sitting before the show starts. And like I said, Jackie's still on one, child. Jackie is lit. Jackie is drunk boots. So Duffey says, well, thanks Jennifer for getting them tickets to the show. And Jackie was like, you need to be thanking me. I'm the one that got you VIP tickets for the red carpet. She was like, thank you too. And Jackie was like, girl, I'm just playing. But she really wasn't. Like, she literally was in competition with Jen. And so Brandi was like, well, Duffey, before you leave, can you and Brandi talk? And Jackie was like, come on, Brandi. Come on, Duffey. Come on, Brandi. Come on, Duffey. So y'all can talk. So they begrudgingly go over so they can have a conversation. And Brandi was like, moving forward, let's not use triggers. When you go to counseling, all of that comes around full circle. And Jackie was like, well, Duffey, do you feel some type of way when she brings up counseling? And Duffey sits there for a minute. She was like, no, this is an opportunity to tell her how you feel. And Brandi says, do you honestly feel like I'm trying to be funny when I bring up counseling? And Duffey was like, the other day, yes, but today, no. I think that she really honestly felt like she was trying to be funny that day, but she just didn't really want to go there. So Brandi was like, well, so we good. And it's just like, for you to be friends with this girl for all these years, like you treating her like she a newbie on the show that you barely know. You know what I'm saying? It's just like, why are you so angry and upset and treating this girl like this? Like, what is wrong with you? Is it the steroids? Like, what is happening? So Duffey was like, yeah, but on my end in the future, if you have any feelings on what I'm doing, I would like for you to let me know. Brandi was like, you did not even give me the ability to complete a sentence doing all this, like moving her hands. And she was like, those are trigger points. And Duffey closes her eyes and like drops it to the side and sighs. And I would have did the same too, because once again, everything's myfault.com. So Brandi was like, see, I'm not going to even talk to you anymore because you're rolling your eyes. And Duffey was like, what did I do? This is me rolling my eyes. And she shows her, you know, how she rolls her eyes. And she was like, I can do whatever I want, Brandi. So Brandi at this point storms off like a He-Man woman hater, like She-Hulk. And Jackie is trying to still get them to talk. And Duffey was like, it's a waste of time. She wants me to do what she says. Really, honestly, she does. She wants her to be a mannequin, a minion, and it's ridiculous. So Brandi then storms back over with her finger pointed at Duffey. And it's given very much, who you walking up on? Like, who you rushing? Like, what you think you doing? What is wrong with you? Like, what is happening? So Duffey was like, yeah, but on my end in the future, if you have any feelings on what I'm doing, I would like for you to let me know. Brandi was like, no, this is an opportunity to tell her how you feel. And Duffey was like, what you think you doing? Like, who you rushing? Like, what you think you doing? What is going on? Do you need to snap into a Slim Jim? Do you need a Snickers? Like, what is happening? What is going on with you? So, Duffey was like, look at how you just walked up on me. You just said that's a trigger for you, but you just walked up on me yelling and pointing your finger. And it's like, exactly. Like, you sitting up here talking about she doing that to you, but you're the one doing it. It's like everything that she's saying that Duffey does is actually what she does to other people, meaning Duffey. So Brandi was like, do you think this is okay? And Duffey was like, what am I doing? She was like, you're looking, what you're looking at. So now she got a problem with how the girl holds her face when they having a conversation. First it was she don't know how to talk to people. She don't know how to communicate. She talks at people. She uses her hands. Now she trying to control the girl face. Like, it's literally like she's bullying her. Like, what is, like, she the big bad wolf on the playground, and if you don't do what I say, I'm gonna beat you up. Like, how you gonna sit up here and tell a grown woman how to use her face when you're the one being difficult? Like, what? But I bet you she won't tell that nigga at home not to make no faces. I bet you won't do that though. Girl, you, ooh, I was about to say something. Anywho, so Brandi was like, if you want to continue to play the victim, and Duffey was like, are you doing this for the cameras? And Brandi's like, cut the cameras off then so I can talk to this B how I want to talk to her. Who a B? And who you gonna talk to any kind of way? Just because you are giving very much Stone Cold Steve Austin and Batista with them shoulders and arms don't mean that you about to talk to me no any kind of way, girl. What is wrong with you? She need a hug. She need Jesus. And you would think with somebody that has gone through the things that she's gone through in life that she would be more compassionate and understanding. So Duffey was like, you know, we fine when we off camera. What do you want me to do? It's my facial expression now. Like, you just want me to stand here like frozen, like don't do nothing, don't blink, don't do nothing. And Brandi was like, you are a effing weirdo. And at that point, everybody was looking at her like, yeah, you done took it too far. Like, you wrong. So Duffey was like, nobody says nothing to her. And Brooke was like, I do hold her accountable. So at this point, Jackie escorts Duffey out because things are getting way too heated. And, you know, they say they love each other and they part ways. Back inside, Brooke is talking to Brandi and she was like, you can't say those words. You can't call her a weirdo. And she just sitting there rolling her eyes like, I'm going to do what I want to. And who going to stop me? So then all the girls come back over. And everybody's sitting down. And here go Jackie. Jen was in a fashion show. Jen was in a fashion show. Like, just doing team too much and being condescending. So British was like, I think Jackie feels some type of way. She didn't walk with you. And Jackie was like, I do. This B that done walked in 17 fashion weeks is mad. I should have been in the show. And it's just like, once again, Jackie is trying to be a hot girl. She is trying to be one of the dolls. And it's just like, girl, you are elderly. Like, your time has passed. Like, stop trying to be on these girls' level and pay your position. Jen didn't do nothing to you. Nothing to you. And you're sitting up here in your confessional saying, I think Jen has a quiet competition going on with me. Obviously, it's the other way around because this lady's sitting there purely confused at why you're behaving the way that you are. So then Jackie was like, Jennifer walked in the show. Jennifer walked in the show as they're leaving. And Jen was like, why can't I just have nothing for myself? Like, what? Like, she's in the Twilight Zone. She don't understand what's going on. I don't understand what's going on. Hell, even Jackie don't know what's going on. So now we see what sets off this Jackie and Jennifer feud, which is so stupid. It really honestly is. And Jackie is the culprit and the starter of this nonsense. When it comes to the Brandi and Duffey situation, I think that Brandi is 100% in the wrong. The way she's talked to that girl, belittled her, down-talked her, downplayed her feelings, the aggression and everything. It's like, girl, lay off the weights. Please. Please. Like, go drink a shake or something. Calm down. Go eat a steak or 2 or 3. Eat some egg yolks. Drink them like you're Rocky. Like, I don't know, but you need to get it together, girl. Please, because you ain't gonna have no friends. Like, you're the problem. I'm really starting to see you're the problem. Overall, though, I'm going to give tonight's episode of Basketball Wives a B+. A B+. Y'all let me know what y'all thought down below in the comment section. Make sure to thumbs up this video, like and subscribe, and hit that notification bell button. I love you guys, and I'll see you on the next video. Bye.